Welcome everyone, this is Pineleaf Needles, and today we are starting the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for September 2018. And we are here at a plains biome where I am expected to find a pumpkin patch and live off of pumpkin pie. That's the rule for this month, is to live off of pumpkin pie. That's certainly one I don't mind, since that is one of my favorite foods to have in the game. Now, you are allowed to also eat zombie flesh, but of course, who wants to eat zombie flesh? Of course not. Not when you can have pumpkin pie. So therefore, I will try to see if I can make a pumpkin pie farm, which is something I've been doing quite a bit in the past. Now, I am expected to head off to a certain set of coordinates to find a pumpkin patch. 233, which is off in this direction. Oops, I already passed it. And to 379, which is... Oh, actually, I was right the first time. There you go. Let us head off this way, find this pumpkin patch, preferably without running into some huge, disastrous drop or ravine or anything like that. And let's see, 250 through 379. We've got about another 100 blocks to go. We have all these little ponds in the way and a few other nasty things. And we've got a nice hill near it. Good. That's a good place for me to dig down. So I could see if I could build a schmeals into that, because that would be a good way of handling. Now that means it would be on the other side of this hill then, if I'm computing properly. And here is the pumpkin patch. So let us get on with this. And oh, look at that! Chickens! Alright, we've got pumpkins, we've got chickens. What more could you ask for? Pumpkins and chickens? Well, I suppose I could ask for sugar cane. So we will have to look for sugar cane. So that would be a thing. Now let's start our initial pumpkin farm, which means that we will need some wood. And usually in an MHT, a hoe isn't the first thing that I build, but let us try that today. Let's get ourselves a couple of tools out here. The first thing we are going to want is a hoe, because we want to start out our pumpkin patch properly. Actually, I'll also be needing a pickaxe. We're gonna... Yeah, I know this is overkill with the wooden tools. I'm certainly gonna get a lot of hate mail on that. But what I need to do, I was at first thinking of putting it here, but I don't have anything near water yet. So instead, I think right here would be a good place for a pumpkin patch. Nice and hydrated. We can get our first 4 pumpkins put right here. Good. And I figure it's going to be a little while before we're going to have enough pumpkins to have a steady source of pie. Let's see. I think 8 of them might actually be enough for the moment. Oops. No. Not that. We want 1, 2, 3. Let's put number 4 right there. Good. Alright. So we'll start them going. Now we need a little bit more wood now that we used up all our wood for the pumpkins. I figured that may need a day or two to grow. Now overnight they're not going to be able to grow, of course, but I figure that as soon as it is day, as soon as I finish out my normal night session, I should have some coal, I hope, and that coal will give me something. Now let's find now let's build ourselves a little house here, and it'll be in a little bit of a hobbity fashion. Now I know usually when someone builds a hobbit hole or something like this, they like to give it a round door, which I could see why, because Tolkien very specifically gives them round doors. But this is Minecraft, and while Shire Hobbits and Tolkien's, oh, I can't eat apples. Ah, oh, too bad. Actually, you could feed apples to horses, though. So just in case I do find a saddle anywhere, then I could try to get some horses, and I think apples help you to, work better with horses. So what I do is to start digging in here. And of course, this will allow me to get some stone tools, but in addition to this, I figured this would be a good place to build a little place for living also, and of course a little mine there. Now I have to make sure I'm low enough to go a bit far, because this hill is going to go into someplace very dangerous quickly, I could tell. Yeah. Alright, I will have to do something about that and find some coal before I do any exploration in that area. But it looks like I've got a next door mob farm, and I'm going to need some... Unfortunately, this is going to be my little doorstep there, so I can make myself furnace. The furnace I'm definitely going to be needing. And I will need, well, let's see, I've got 9 tools, so therefore I could do my usual let's see, I've got alright, let's start with that one, because we are going, and we go to that. Now you can make some better tools, a stone axe, because I definitely need an axe because if I fight something, and a pickaxe. Those are the ones that I'll be needing. Something good with, and yeah, better. Now I definitely need the axe because sun is going down and I am running out of wood again, and saplings. Time to plant saplings. So that I have plenty of wood in the future. And that'll probably take a little while for that to grow. 2 months ago, in the unofficial run after I got killed in the official MHC, there was this, I did have a melon farm that I was using, so melon farm and pumpkin farm seem to act pretty much in the same way in what they do. So that should be no problem. And that sun is rapidly sinking. So I better get inside. And let's see, we need some. Alright, there you go. That's that. Now, second thing I'm going to be needing are some more sticks so that we can. Well, let's do one of those sets for now because I do need to see. But I also need to get some. We'll just have to trust to that. And see how long it takes us to reach that really nasty dark area that I saw. And how I could best bypass it. And maybe I could find some coal. Actually, if I'm going to turn this into a bit of a hobbit house, I am going to branch out on either side of this, and I'll have to have some walls made of some more appealing materials and the like. But I do have to go. How am I building the best set? Because this is. I just thought of this, but I just did this as a bit of a stairway, and I know that's very unhobbity. There you go. So probably the best thing for me to do is to extend this out a little bit. To go by, let's see. I'm actually going to try to have materials that look better, but for now I'll have to use cobble because, there you go. I'm going to make it a little bit more ramp-like here. Yeah, I'll use andesite for that. Right now, survival is obviously the rule number one that I want here. Could throw in a little granite there for now. And the idea is just to give it a little bit of a slope. And we'll call that the floor. Alright. That'll do. And let's. And that's the entire idea, to have it slope down more steadily so it's a little bit less like stairs. See, I know it still looks a little bit stair-steppy, but there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, give me a few more torches. And because the light is definitely something that I am going to be seeing quite a bit. Ah, and there we have coal finally. Yay! Let's throw some. We'll throw. As I said before, I'm going to change the materials eventually in there, but first I just want to get a place that's reasonably safe. And the reason why I was thinking of house is because if you're watching this channel, then you probably know the other main game that I play is Lord of the Rings Online, so therefore there are plenty of Hobbit references, obviously, in that game. And they're always talking about hobbits and pies. So, let's see. just want to make sure I don't do anything rash. That'll get me killed. And yes, I know you're not allowed to die on the first day, but I do prefer to avoid invoking that rule. There you go, and that's a nasty place down there, but there is some iron right here, so we are going to want to collect that. Now, night's halfway over, okay. That's good enough. Let's get our first iron. Now, are we going to get anything for it? And the question is, what do we want to do with the iron once we find it? Obviously, that is going to turn into a major mob factory, but fortunately, I don't need to go down there. There is nothing that says I have to go and collect diamonds. What I had to get is sugar cane. And I may want to have a bucket. Oh, I know what I need. Because if I don't build one of these, someone's going to say, you need to build one of these. And of course, based on what happened to the jungle series, I'm not exactly in a position to say I don't need one. And that, of course, is a shield. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that little security problem. Yeah. A little bit of a security problem. There you go. Now, I've got charcoal and let's throw the charcoal into there for now. Actually, I've got 2 pieces of iron and 2 wooden tools. That sounds like a match ready to happen. And I also hear zombies outdoors. We're assuming that they're outdoors and not indoors. There you go. Let us make our first shield. And that's going to take the rest of my wood, isn't it? Yeah. And of course, if I fail to remember how to... Can you make a shield in this direction? Of course, it's always possible I completely forgot how to make a shield. Alright, let's just use the book, as I always do whenever I want to make a shield, because I always forget. Oh, because I'm not clicking on that. Shield! There you go. Oh, okay. It has to be down. It can't be up. Alright. Well, that I did something wrong there. Either way, I now have a shield. Good. Oh. And I am also going to need to get my area here. Okay, I've got about 1 minute left this episode if I'm computing properly. I was hoping to make a chest in order to put stuff into, but I'm gonna need to chop down a few more trees before I can do that. And I see the light of dawn coming up, the rosy fingers of dawn, and 3 pieces of wood. So I will see. I've got a stone axe, so that would be a suitable weapon. What did I want to make here? Well, I just had my pickaxe break. I guess the pickaxe is what I was thinking of then. Alright, there you go. 1 pickaxe. Good. A tree grew overnight and good, and is it? And it's day one, so that's the end of our episode. We'll return next time for day two in the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge.